Hello beautifuls, my name is Quavia and I'm the creator of JuJu Thyme. In today's video, we're going to be expanding on our magical herbalism series that I've created on this channel. And in today's video, we're going to talk about an herb that is quite shocking that I haven't spoken about them yet. And it's shocking because literally they are in the name of my channel, JuJu Thyme. And so yeah, I would love to sit for a second and just talk about the magical properties of thyme. I do have my notes here, so that way I stay focused, and I've jotted down some things that I felt were important for me to make sure that I don't exclude from the conversation when it comes to thyme. So thyme for me is very special. I think that 3 words that I would give to the energy of thyme is that they are very gentle, quiet, and unassuming. You know, there's a lot of strength, but the strength is not in your face. Like I said, it's gentle. It's the gentle strength. I even came across some thoughts that I felt was quite aligned to the type of energy that thyme gives me. And it was equating the herb thyme with the tarot card strength. And I found that to be quite fitting. I found, like, I really, when I sit and I think about the meaning of, well, the typical meaning of the major arcana card of strength, it makes sense. And for me personally, I would even sprinkle in, along with strength, thyme definitely gives me the energy of, I would say, maybe even perhaps the temperance card. First, I do want to talk about the properties of thyme, just some correspondences. And for its element, I would say that thyme would sit comfortably between water and fire. And they do fall on the feminine spectrum with a connection to the planet Venus. But the correspondence, which for me, it sort of correlates, well, not sort of, it really correlates with their magical properties, is the energy centers that thyme tends to be able to assist in. And for me, I would say that thyme can definitely assist with the throat energy center and the solar plexus energy center. In regards to the magical properties of thyme, thyme is very versatile. And I've broken it down into different categories a bit, but some of the categories, they kind of blend into each other, at least from my experience of using thyme. The first aspect of thyme that I would love to talk about is their purification and cleansing properties. So thyme does beautiful work in cleansing parasitic energies. And these are the type of parasitic energies that tends to spread and bring about some kind of blockage in whatever you're wanting to progress in. And I feel like thyme, because it's, as I said, it's unassuming, but it does have a strength to it. It can spiritually detoxify in a way that can bring about an unblocking. And that's something that I really like about its purification and cleansing properties. When it comes to protection, okay, there are definitely other herbs that are a lot more powerful, that pack a harder punch, I would say. But I feel like thyme can hold its own and would be such a great addition to whatever herb that you're using for protection. Because when it comes to thyme, thyme does beautiful work in preventing the growth of negative energies. And I find that it does it by encouraging this natural cyclic nature that we have within us. And this cyclic nature that thyme can assist in is that it can bring to the surface life. And I find this kind of goes into its healing properties, but in terms of any kind of workings that are connected with anxiety or depression, I can find that thyme is very useful in those areas. Thyme can also assist us in reinforcing our energetic fields by dealing with any kind of emotional disturbance that happens to sit within our emotional boundaries, basically. And so, as I said, in terms of its protection, it's very gentle. It doesn't, as I said, it doesn't pack a punch, but it does bring about a very natural cycle of nature that is naturally within us to the surface, so that way perhaps other herbs and those energies can do what they need to do to, for example, you know, cut something off or block something or bring about a stronger protection. So with thyme's protection properties and their cleansing properties, I can say that though it is unassuming and it may not be the go-to, it can be very, very, very effective in your magical practice. Now, when it comes to healing, I think this is, well, for me at least, in my experience with the herb, is that this is where they shine the most. Where I feel like you can really get a sense of their impact in our magic. So I find that thyme is really beautiful at releasing tension. And this can be tension that you could be holding anywhere in your body, but I found that it does wonders for the throat and the solar plexus energy centers, which I discussed before. And I feel that its healing properties also extends to being able to regulate and bring about a balance within our healing workings that we do. So a lot of the things that thyme offers, it offers a soft resistance, a quiet resistance, but it is absolutely positively powerful. And I think the other aspect of time that I don't know if it's spoken about more, because time has this fire element. I have seen where for some, time can be a stimulant, you know, and it can be activated in that way, and I feel like that's totally possible. But for me, I found that time is very calming and very sleep inducing, I would say, as well. And I feel like this is also connected to their healing ability of being able to just release tension. And I feel like in the times that we're living, sometimes we hold a lot of tension in many parts of our bodies, and I feel like time can be that great masseuse that we need, basically, within our magical practice and any kind of herbalism, particularly our magical herbalism that we may do within our magical practice. Which brings me to its uses. So you can use thyme in oils. It is powerful in a spiritual bath, absolutely. But if you are more of the kitchen witch, thyme is an herb that we use in our cooking. And you can also use it in a tea, though definitely be very, very aware that too much thyme can be an overstimulant. So you can use it in your spiritual bath, you can use it in your oils, but literally a little goes a long way. You don't want to excessively overuse thyme in your magical workings or in your practice. A little goes a long way. And I feel like this is also respecting their nature, that you don't need a lot of it for it to be powerful. Its goal is to bring balance, and balance within your body and balance spiritually. So we want to respect time's nature.
Aaron Leitner, The Talamasca, London, 1954. The Mayfair Witches, Part 1, Transcript 1, from the writings of Pater van Abel for the Talamasca, 1689. September, 1689, Montclèves, France. Dear Stefan.
And so yeah, that's basically what I wanted to just speak on in regards to the beauty that is thyme. I think because it is an herb that we commonly use in our cooking, it can be quite overlooked, but I feel that it does deserve some attention. So I'm very glad that I'm taking the time to speak on it, because it does hold an energy within my channel, because it's JuJu Thyme, you know? So anyway, thank you so much, beautifuls, for being here with me, and until the next one, truth and love.